Now let's talk about what is called the biggest corruption scandal in independent India. A court has acquitted former telecom minister A. Raja of involvement in a multi-billion-dollar corruption scandal. The other high-profile accused in the case, parliamentarian Kanimori, was also acquitted. Both are politicians from the DMK party in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. 15 other people, including bureaucrats and businessmen, were also acquitted of charges. What really was the 2G scam? A term that's possibly the most recognizable one on Indian television in the last couple of decades. The scam was triggered when then Telecom Minister A. Raja opted for first-come, first-served policy to distribute lucrative wireless telecom licenses. Raja is accused of having taken bribes to arbitrarily change the rules to benefit certain companies and individuals. He allegedly changed the cut-off date for the application of a license and sold the spectrum to a 7-year-old price rate, which means that the prices of allocation of second-generation spectrum licenses for mobile communications in India were grossly underestimated. The matter came to light when the Comptroller and Auditor General, or CAG of India, then headed by a man called Vinod Rai, came out with a report that said that licenses awarded by the Telecom Department were given away at throwaway prices, resulting in a loss of 1,77,000 crore rupees to the exchequer of the government. Roughly, that would be $40 billion. That is the kind of loss, notional loss, that the government is said to have suffered in the issuing of these licenses. What happened in court today then? The hearing in India's biggest corruption scam lasted 6 years. The Delhi court was jam-packed this morning. Judges took just a few moments to pronounce the verdict, reading out the operative part, which was one sentence. And I'm quoting here, "I have no hesitation in holding that the prosecution has miserably failed to prove the charges and all the accused are acquitted of the charges." So essentially, no one's guilty. It's important to note what the judge said today. The CBI, India's premier investigative agency, could not prove that the accused had conspired to receive kickbacks from the sale of phone permits, causing a loss of $40 billion to the government. Essentially, the judgment says there was no evidence on the record produced before the court indicating any criminality in the acts allegedly committed by the accused. It's a hard-hitting comment from the judge. And I'm quoting again, "I waited for someone with some legally admissible evidence in his possession, but all in vain. Not a single soul turned up. This indicates that everybody was going by public perception created by rumor, gossip and speculation. But public perception has no place in judicial proceedings." The essence of today's developments lies in the fact that the probe agency could not provide legally admissible evidence to support its case. Is it difficult to prove such a case? Why was there no admissible evidence when the entire country had heard of the loss and the alleged bribes? Why were 122 spectrum licenses cancelled by the Supreme Court if there was no scam?